What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning into another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great start to your week. We're here tonight, and look, they don't really give us much with the OTAs unless the media is there. Today is not one of those days, so we will not be going over anything in that category. But I told you this week I'll keep you up to date with anything that happens, any news we get there. But tonight, thought we could talk a little about, a certain someone. How about, him? Yeah, that's right. We're here to talk about Jalen Hurts tonight. Now, it's such a different offseason. You know, I don't have to make these videos trying to explain why he's going to develop, why I'm excited about him. I feel, it's been pretty calm, and we've got, most of the people off of our ass. But look, let's be real here. There's still the haters out there, and they're still out here to let us know that, they haven't seen enough. You just haven't seen enough. But clearly they're just, they're in need of some eye care, I would say, first and foremost, because I'm not sure what they're watching. Because this young man, we've seen him develop. We've seen he's got an arm, and we've seen he's already played at an MVP level. This kid's only going to continue to grow, and he said it himself. He didn't walk through the fire just to smell the smoke. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think we all know that this young man is here to kick some ass. And, we talked about it the last couple of years. I've done my best, brought on his trainer, done some things where, we've talked about what he does as a human being, like when he wakes up, what he eats, like just the insanity of this young man, how serious he is about being the best version of himself. And that's all we can do as human beings. And, this dude with the athleticism, skill set, the, intelligence, everything that he has, he is set to be one of the greatest effing quarterbacks to ever play the game, and he's changing the game. And, look, there have been so many greats that you could say, that are dual threat quarterbacks, but this guy is really showing that you can be a pocket presence. And, that's something that apparently the media, some people a little, confused about this, not watching, but, he's going to become a pocket passer. He's going to become good. Oh, he's finally like, they are saying this right now. I'm just letting you know the reason they're doing this is so that when he has another great season, we knew, he was going to develop. And it's like, well, dude, when you were saying that, he couldn't develop last year, we heard exactly what he said. And we saw what he did that same season, last season, putting on an MVP level performance and taking his team to the Super Bowl. So, I don't know, but I've got some stuff I want to show you, some things I saw floating around on the internet today. So I thought we could break it all down, baby, and we could talk about, again, him. So let me know what's on your mind. How are you feeling about Jalen Hurts? I'm feeling effing great. This is my dude, and I'm excited coming into year 4 that this young man, he's got the, reins. We've known that last couple of years, but people are behind him. The good juju is in the air. I'm feeling very confident. This team is going back to the Super Bowl, and we're going to get that effing trophy. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited about Jalen Hurts, and I think that as we continue with a great, GM, a great head coach, we've got things, we're building this roster to be great. I think there's things to be excited about, ladies and gentlemen, but I see the comments going, so let me jump over here. Appreciate each and every one of you taking the time tonight. Appreciate you hitting the like button, subscribing, all those things you're doing to support the channel. I cannot thank you enough. Let's rock and roll on this Monday night, and I appreciate all of you taking the time. Yo, my man Drew in here. Let's go. Sorry, I had to get that little rant off there first, but we're here. You're here. Let's rock and roll, Liz. Let's go. Happy Monday to you. We've got Twisted in here, Jock Talk, my man Sean, and of course, Justin in here. Let's effing go. I cannot thank you all enough for tuning in. Hope you're all having a great start to your week. But Justin knows. Let's talk some effing birds. Let's get pumped up here. Let's get ready for this quarterback, our young quarterback, 24. He will be 25 in a couple of months. So around the season start, he's still very young. And he just got his contract. We locked him in for the next 6 years here. And I'm sure, those dummy years we could do whatever to get rid of that contract before. We could do things. And trust me, we will, because we have Howie Roseman. And you've seen, I broke down the contract, how exactly, we are perfectly fine with how that contract is set up, where we will still have cap space to sign other people, do things. We are not strapped by this contract as they try to portray it as earlier this offseason. So we talked about it, and now we're going to talk about how exciting it is to have this young man. So I'd love to hear your thoughts, how you feel about him. We talked about, his, predictions. You guys have asked me passing yards, rushing yards. So I thought we could just talk a little bit about that stuff. So let's go, baby. Need to just keep doing him. And exactly. And that's what's so funny. It's like, all right, man, let's look at the fact that, he has continued to develop, and every year, it has been nothing but slander. Now, finally, this also, well, he's going to get better. Like, yeah, no shit, dude. Like, pardon my French here, but it's like, the dude is so driven to be the best. We talked about last year was the first year that he was able to learn the damn, fundamentals that he needed to work on, because he wasn't learning a new effing playbook, which was every year all the way from high school. So look, man, you saw what he did, and I really cannot wait till he continues to do what he does. So, yep, just keep doing your thing, and a little limit on those fumbles and things, but he's still very young, and he's just going to get better. So, yeah, I made a funny post today on Twitter. It was like, breaking news, Jalen Hurts will continue to develop. And I retweeted the Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen comparison I made a couple years ago about, just their first 19 starts, and just saying, give it time to develop here. And it's hilarious if you go through that Twitter feed, slander. So many people talking so much trash on that man. And I was just trying to help. That's all. But hey, look, we're all very, very happy to see where he is now. And that's all that matters. So we're going to ride with him. He's QB1. So let's effing go. My man GG in here as well. Let's go. But look, walking t-shirt, and I'm all about his quotes. Everything he says, I love it, dude. Gets me driven, ready to run through an effing wall. We all need that motivation sometimes. And I actually talked to somebody pretty awesome tonight that I definitely look up to and admire. And, they had some pretty cool words. And I don't know, just got me pumped, man. Need to just realize why I'm doing this and talking about, why I'm doing this. And look, it's here to not only love our Eagles, but spread a positive message, man, and just try to be there for you guys and let you know, hey, if you're feeling down, you want to talk some birds, let's go. But if you need a friend, you ever need to reach out, look, I'm always here for you guys. You're always here for me. So I really I can't stress that enough. And, having a quarterback like this, I said to my girl that it's great that my kid Dominic, gets to grow up and watch someone like Jalen Hurts, because it's, man, he's not throwing up in the Super Bowl, because he was out drinking the night before. This dude's pissed. And then the next day in the gym, getting ready to kick some ass. Like, this is he's a different breed, man. As they say, rare breed. I love it, man. He really is. And this dude, he's something special. And we're going to luckily, be able to witness that for a long haul, man. I want to see him play for the next 20 effing years, man. But, AJ, I'd like to see him continue to grow here. And if he wants to take a deal where he sticks around, I'm all about that. But he and Devontae will be getting money. We've got money issues we'll get into in those years. But I think AJ and the chemistry that Jalen Hurts have off the field is huge. So I think he'll be around here. Devontae, we're going to be very good for a while here. And, having weapons like that for your quarterback, that's never a bad thing. And it's always funny when you hear, like, these people like, well, he has good players. And it's like, okay, so when we go through the greats throughout history, like, which ones are we saying, like, well, he didn't have anybody? It's like, all right, dude, like, it's getting kind of old, like, because someone tried to pull on me today on that. They went back to that comparison of the 19 games of Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts, and they're saying something like, oh, yeah, well, 100 Super Bowl roster. And I was like, oh, really? Really? Travis Fulgham, Jalen Reagor, Arcega-Whiteside, Greg Ward, you shitting me? I think John Hightower had like 4 starts that season. We're being real here? Okay. But then after that, you draft Devontae Smith. Yeah, but look, dude, this has been something. He's growing. Nick Sirianni's growing. Everybody's growing here, okay? So this is a team that is not done yet, and that's what I'm trying to stress here. When I made that video the other day about the Eagles building a dynasty, I want people to understand how confident I am in this team and the future of this effing team. My man William, appreciate you tuning in. Let's effing go. Hope you're doing well. All is well here, ready for an exciting week. Talking about the OTAs, talking about a lot of stuff with you. So hope to see you guys throughout the week. Hope you all have a great week. SC, let's effing go. Appreciate you tuning in. Let's go. I'm pumped, man. Dude, just getting this together. I was like, yo, Jalen effing Hurts. Now, let me show you guys some of this. And hell yeah, man. And let me show you some of this stuff I got together for this show. Speaking of throwing up, I don't remember exactly. And I was lucky as a kid to watch those teams. He is very lucky. These teams are I'm telling you, dynasty. We're the next one. We're taking over the NFL. Let's effing go. I can't wait either, Steven. Ready to run through that effing wall. Let's effing go. Now, let's take a gander at some of this stuff that made me make this show. I was like, all right, dude, let's get to the bottom of this. Everybody wants to slander. And of course, for some reason, this guy matters. He does not matter to me. So we're going to briefly just look at it. And I do not care where he has people listed because Chris Sims is a jackass. But top 40, and everybody's got to get excited every year about this. And I laugh every damn year at it. So Jalen Hurts, he already has here, not even in his top 4. Now, that's comical. Now, you've got A-Rod at 8 there. Trevor Lawrence in front of Jalen Hurts. Okay, so whatever we're doing here with the top 4, whatever you're doing beyond that, that's great. That's fine. But you have okay. That's no knock on Trevor Lawrence. I like him, but we're talking about a guy that was just the runner-up MVP. Took his team to the Super Bowl. Okay, just making sure. Here's the rest of the list that was going down there. But that's just in case you care. I do not. But laughable. Okay, so we're looking at that. We're laughing together, laughing at Chris Sims. And, number 7. Okay, I guess it's better than him having him, like 40 the year before, whatever it was. We had Kellen Mond in front of him. Okay, that's what we're doing here. Now, I'll be real, don't care, but I think it's hilarious. So this other narrative we talked about earlier, he's going to begin learning to throw in the pocket. He's finally going to get good at it because he's never done it before. Now, this was from someone named Jamal on Twitter. I do believe that's where I saw it, but I saw it again from someone else, and they definitely took it from them without giving them credit. So I have no idea what the hell their handle was, but big shout out to you, Jamal, for maybe taking this screenshot off of TV. But you can see here, his completion percentage, 72.5 was first. And this is from the pocket. Okay. Touchdown interception, 20-4. That was second in the NFL. And his passer rating from the pocket, 111.8. Well, that's also first in the NFL. And that's, again, from the pocket. So, again, I'm not sure where this narrative's coming from, ladies and gentlemen, where he's now going to all of a sudden learn because, that's what we talked about last year. He was going to work on his ball placement, footwork, all of the things he needed to do, working on more torque, less velocity, all the things that we broke down last year. And, they spun that narrative. Oh, he was working with Tom Brady. No, he wasn't. No, he was working. No, it's like, no, dude. He was actually working with a guy named Adam Dedeaux. And that is the guy who Tom Brady was working with someone else, okay? And I'm not going to keep giving out free. But look, it's a tired narrative. This kid did it all on his own. He went out there and he learned from great minds. He did his thing. And, yeah, at one time when he was training there with Adam Dedeaux, he ran into Tom Brady, talked to him for a few minutes, and then all of a sudden it's, oh, thank you, Tom Brady. And it's like, no, dude, no. This has nothing to do with him. This is Jalen effing Hurts. He is him. So that's just what he does. Now, saw another thing then throughout the day, and it was, oh, well, the lowest check down right now. Some people, oh, that's great. Some people, oh, that's horrible because he's running all the time. Now he does run a lot, but let's be real here. It's because he's damn good and he knows how to play football. So if it's a good play, you're going to make a play. That's what he does. That's why he's at an MVP level. But I talked about how Miles Sanders is not exactly the greatest at catching the ball. This was just last night, I do believe. Talked about DeAndre Swift, the addition there. Even Rashad Penny, guys that are able to catch the ball out of the backfield, and you already have Kenneth Gainwell, Boston Scott. So I feel that he is going to be able to do things where he will want to check down more often rather than having to pull it and run and feel more confident in his running back. So, again, the narratives they're trying to spin here to get us upset, I'm just going to counteract that, and I'm going to get more and more excited about it. So let's take a gander at Mr. Jalen Hurts himself. So 6'1", 223 coming into his 4th season. Will be 25 out of Alabama and Oklahoma. 2nd round pick, 53 in 20. So look, I give you these bios and stats for every one of these guys. I like to break it down. I know you guys like this stuff, but you take it all with a grain of salt. Okay. Now, in 2022, you see those 15 games, 15 starts under the belt, 14-1 in the regular season. And look, man, we all saw how great it was. That damn Washington game got away from us. It is what it is. But hey, man, he had a pretty damn MVP-like season. You see, 306 completions for 3,701 yards. That's 12.1 yards per completion, 246.7 per game, 66.5 completion percentage, and he had 22 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Now, we know he is a man that can use them damn legs. 760 rushing yards, 13 touchdowns, 4.6 yards per carry there, 50.7 rushing yards per game. 11 rushing attempts per game. I don't like that. Don't like that. 8 broken tackles, and then yards after contact per carry, 0.8. And then you'll see 67 first downs. Let's effing go. This dude is unreal with those plays, and we're going to continue jamming it down their throats. Cannot wait. And look, in his career, you can see, obviously, a lot of those numbers have improved there with, per game and percentage-wise, but 23-11 in his career with those 34 starts. But he's, 62.3% completion percentage, and that's in his career. So obviously, he went up. And I think, the year before that, 21, he was 61.3. The year before that, it was 52%. Now, he didn't really have much that first year, but trick plays and dumb shit like that. But you know that he has continued to develop and get better, and it's hilarious to hear them talk about, oh, he's going to do this and that. It's like, bro, he's already been doing these things. But you can see the yards per game, 175 in his career, and clearly much, much better it was last year. So I think that he's just going to continue, with the 246. It's it's 50 yards over, but that's like 70, almost 75 yards more, per game he had. And I like that, man. He continues to show, for people that like to watch the stats, really, you could just crush him with anything, because this dude does it all. And, for the number watchers, that's great, man. And we can talk about that, kind of stuff all day long. But for me, it was hilarious. The eye test. You guys saw me. I put a bunch of different GIFs, Stevie Wonder, using all kinds of stuff. I was like, you might want to go talk to your eye doctor, because they're lying to you, bro. I'm not sure what you're seeing, but we are not seeing the same thing. And I'll tell you what, my eyes are telling me this dude is going to win that MVP this season. And look, ultimately what matters is the Super Bowl. No one else, he doesn't give a shit about the MVP. But it's something we're going to laugh at these guys about, and we're going to talk about how, well, he's going to shove it right down their throats. So cannot wait for that. And, well, you shouldn't be sleeping on Milton Williams, Jock Talk, because that dude is going to destroy. Go check out that video the other day or throughout the last couple of months, talking about how Milton Williams is about to surprise a lot of people. So very excited about him. But Mahomes, Burrow, Hurts, no doubt, my man. Sims just can't help himself. Yeah, he really is a clown. I will agree there. And, 25 last year, and the year before that was like 40. It's like, oh, you're making strides there, buddy. You'll get there now. I just can't. I can't. But, and he wants to get the clicks. And that's why I'm trying not to. I just don't care, man. And that's our quarterback, baby. That's our quarterback. And I think that, it's just, for me, they are always going to try to do this, especially because of the great offseason. I was telling you, look, Howie's about to destroy it again in free agency, the draft, and they're going to once again have to spin these stupid-ass narratives. Be ready. And, well, we're in that season now, ladies and gentlemen, because they have nothing else to do but spin these narratives. So, breaking news, Jalen Hurts will continue to get better. Yes, he will. How can he possibly have Lawrence? I don't know, man. And Lamar Jackson is a great player, but, we all just saw what Jalen Hurts did last year, right? And then from the pocket, too. It's not just, it's a running back. Oh, dude, running backs, are they first in the league with those pocket stats that we just show? Oh, okay. Just making sure they are. Just wanted to. Their narratives suck, Jesse. They suck. Hurts with the ball, not turning the ball over and that's one of the things he worked on last year. Now, he had some fumbles, that's for sure. But let's be real here. This dude, the way he was able to avoid injury, the way he was able to, go down at the right time, going out of bounds, doing things where it was like, oh, like this is refreshing. And I'm not here to bash Carson Wentz. I know a lot of people still have feelings for him, but I think that he really he put his body on the line in unnecessary situations. I love to see a guy play with grit and do his thing, and I don't want Jalen Hurts to stop being himself, but there's a time and a place, and you don't want to put your body on the line, and you see what happens when you do that. And this is a business as well, and this dude doesn't even have a job right now because of those things. So he's a smart young man, and I'm excited for him. Just stat for him to grow is what I see in the league for years. And that's what I mean. The hilarious part about all of it is we went from this kid couldn't develop to now it's like, well, he better be MVP and win the Super Bowl or he's a failure. And it's like, and obviously no one here is saying that, but it's like you hear it from them and it's like, oh, now he better play it. Okay. Or we got him at 7. Dude, they're so twisted. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. And it is hilarious. I love it. I take great pride in laughing at everything they say. Holmes and Burrow, 1 and 2. Think everyone agrees. Yeah, but Jalen is that. Alan Herbert, I put Jalen 3. No doubt, man. I don't agree there. But hey, Jimmy S. Hurts is going to be a star. Oh, yeah. And he already is a star, but he is going to be one of the elite stars. We've seen what he does as a game changer. He's not a game manager. He takes the game in his hands. And we all know if we get that ball back at the end of that last game, well, he would have probably won that game. And he had 2 game-winning drives in the regular season this year. He had, some just epic games where I cannot wait to see him grow. And I think we're all very aware, of the slander of how it was last year. But this year, let's just rock and roll with our QB1, man, because he's going to do some special things and show why he is QB1 of this effing league. And look, he was pretty close to beating out Patrick Mahomes for that title. And, just the ability to do the things he did in this offense. And now with Brian Johnson as the offensive coordinator, I think it's going to be huge. And, I think it's always going to be hilarious to see these lists people to put together. And, hey, that's cool. People want to do that. But it's, their opinion. And my opinion is, he's much better than what they're saying. It, but at least they're not saying like they were last year that he doesn't have an arm and can't develop. At least they've gotten past that point. So you got to understand that their assessment really doesn't mean much to me. It's like, oh yeah, you really don't know what you're talking about. So yeah, and that's what I'm hopeful for, Tiffany. I really am. And that's the thing. He's going to continue growing with that Jock Doc. He's going to continue to improve in those areas, right? So that's where my mind is, that if he was that close that year, his first year ever, to be able to finally work on the things he needed to be a great quarterback. And you got to realize when you're able to do the things he was able to in college, why do you need to change? And it's not that he wasn't working on being a good quarterback. It's just he was excelling at doing what he does. Now, you can't do that in the NFL, but look at him, driven to grow, learn, and be the best he could ever be at everything. And if you guys have ever missed those interviews with his trainer or chef, they're under the playlist, special guests on my YouTube. But we talked about, what he does, man, like every day, just what kind of person he is. And man, pretty nuts to hear, just how driven he was before, just taking in all that hate and all of it and just using it as fuel. And now it's like, yo, we're behind you. And obviously I was always behind him, but I'm just saying, like, everybody and these little dweebs who want to, make shit up and, oh, he's never said it. Good for them. Good for them, because they're going to have to bear witness to this little mother effer winning MVP. And look, if it doesn't happen, that's unfortunate. But one thing I can guarantee will happen will be that Super Bowl that we've been talking about. So hope you're excited about that. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all I've got for you tonight. Just wanted to come on, laugh about that slander that they're trying to speak on our quarterback. But look, man, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, do me a favor, click that like button. And yeah, man, look, I'm very, very excited, Goldie. And I've explained it into detail why I feel that way. And just like I explained last year why I felt we would make it to the Super Bowl, I broke down why and what needed to happen. And most of those things happened for those of you tuning in. But this year, you saw what I broke down again. And a lot of those things happened. And same with the draft. And look, I'm all aboard with that thought process that Howie knew what he was doing and going to build something. He did that. And I think that maybe a couple additional pieces that if they see something at a certain position they don't like throughout these, OTAs, and then at the end of July, the training camp there, maybe add some people. And look, we know August 30th of last year, we traded for CJ Gardner-Johnson. So you've got time. You've got plenty of opportunity to see what is going on here. So very confident in this team. I hope you guys can find some confidence in the words I'm trying to get out here, because I was trying to say the same thing last year about making the Super Bowl and got a lot of slander. So maybe if we can get that good juju flowing, we can watch this team win that effing Super Bowl. Now, I know I have absolutely nothing to do with it, but I kind of did make this the first year on the road to victory and predicted we would win the Super Bowl, and we did. So here it is. Here's my prediction. We're winning the Super Bowl this year. Let's go. Let's do it again. But Nina, appreciate you tuning in. I was just rolling out, but I truly cannot thank you enough for taking the time. If you rewatch this, as I always tell you and everyone else, please comment. I will happily talk some birds with you. I hate missing some of you guys. Got to get some things done here tonight. I can't believe it's past 9 already, but I hope you're all having a great start to your week. Hope to talk to you guys throughout the weekend. If you ever are rewatching these and you miss the lives, please comment. I will always talk some birds. Nina, I hope you and the family are doing well. I hope you guys have all been enjoying this nice weather. It's just refreshing, ready to talk some birds, ready to break this stuff down, try to keep you entertained throughout these next couple of months. But I appreciate that, my man Twisted. Let's go. But hope you all have a great rest of your night. Hope to see you tomorrow. Liz, appreciate you tuning in. Nina, Twisted, Goldie. Nina, I appreciate you rewatching that. And if you have any thoughts on it, and look, I tell you guys, comment as you're watching along. I'll comment with you. As soon as I see it, I will always get back to you. But big shout out to all of you guys who tuned in. Tiffany, Drew, Jesse, GG. There was a lot of you in here. SC was in here. Steven. I appreciate all of you. If I forgot any of you, just know that I truly love you all. Sean, my man, appreciate you. Never can forget you. And look, as I said earlier in the video, I mean it. Ed, I got to talk to somebody I really admire, and it was really nice to hear those words. Look, if you ever just need someone to talk to, and I'm not saying I'm someone you admire, but if you ever just need someone to talk to, you just need a word of encouragement or some direction, anything I can do from my experience to help you out, I will happily do that. I try to be there as much as I can for you guys as you are for me. I truly love all of you. I hope you're doing well. And do not be afraid to reach out. And if you've ever reached out, I didn't get back to you, well, then reach out again, because I would never ignore you. It's just those notifications and messages get chaos. And I get so much spam from trying to grow this thing. So it's chaos. But I truly do love you all and appreciate all of your support. Hope you have yourselves a great week. But until next time, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there. And as always, say it with me now. Go Birds!